glitch in the Matrix. A swing. I like swings. When's the last time you got on a swing? We had one last week, you jack off.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Man, Sam, I'm sorry you had to sit through that. I really am. I apologize.
Especially the shirtless part, bro. Like, your eyes don't need to see that.
We went. I heard you guys are all swingers at the beginning, and you started talking about. Yeah, then I saw the shirtless thing. I said, "Oh man, maybe
I will not apologize for the shirtlessness. All right, look, this is a good-looking man. If you don't think so, then you're a bigot. You're a bigot.
Hey, when you got it, flaunt it.
Maybe some people were like, "Oh, look, MMA. Click on that."
Possibly. Who
For
knows?
us to get 200 subscribers, I'm assuming that 8 million people watched us. 8 million people clicked on it, and 200 of those were like, I could go for this. 10 guys who were worse than him. And he's the one everyone thought. The reason is because he's an ass. It's not It's not because he's not great, because he's not the only one who isn't great. He's just an ass. But people forget, it took 25 years for people to even start talking about him.
Oh, yeah.
And he's been around 30. This is his 30th season.
The Spaniard fella, he's the man. Like, let's just keep it real.
Man.
Oh, so shout out to Idaho Skatesman. I asked him this question. I said, current Taporia versus 2019 Conor McGregor. Who do you think wins?
Taporia.
I don't know, man. 19 Conor, he had the Midas touch. Everything he touched turned to gold.
Taporia's the man, dude. He's so fucking good.
Who you think you hang with him? Like, what's the
I don't think anybody until maybe if he moves up and fights Makachev.
Islam.
And Tim, after a rolling thunder kick, 10 seconds. They're throwing. They throwing. Oh God. Oh God. Oh,
he's out.
He's out. He's out.
Holloway knocked out Gaethje with about 2 seconds left. Cold.
Oh my.
Did they stop it?
God.
With 1 second left?
Oh my God. Justin Gaethje is dead. Justin Gaethje just died.
Maybe.
Dude.
Bro Plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense.
Hey everybody, Bro Plata on a Thursday. We got a lot to talk about today and nothing to talk about today. Next to me right here is the sexiest beast in all of Tuscarawas County, Ohio. That is the chicken chaser himself, Tim Danko. I'm Ray Highclack. Welcome to the only podcast that 9 out of 10 dentists say gives you cancer. Bro Plata. This is factual evidence.
The only podcast that 10 out of 10 dentists say we don't know either of those guys. We've never met them. They don't come in. They say
they don't get
fine.
insurance.
No. Although, man, it's rough in there. I don't want to talk about it. It's a mess.
I bet.
Dude, yours not much better. At least you go a little bit, but I haven't gone in years.
Yeah, I go and there's like a problem with dentists. I never really go often and get like my teeth.
That's the thing. I'm not in pain.
I should, but I don't.
I'm not in pain, so I don't go. But I know shit's going on that isn't good, especially with my gums. But I don't have the money to get that professionally fixed. I don't think. Your intro's too long and it sucks. Ah, no. Well, that just ruined my day.
Rest.
That just ruined my day, dude. That's like the shortest one, isn't it? Like we have like.
I was gonna play the other short one, but apparently it didn't work. That's why we just had like a black screen for a hot second. I was backstage or trying to just get an intro started.
The best one is the 5-minute one. I mean, it's 5 minutes, but it has the best clips.
Yes, yeah, it definitely has the Thomas or who made that? Was it Thomas that made that? Yeah, Thomas really made a great fucking intro. Unlike D-Rest thinking that mine is any good. I'm sorry I don't put something like the Goo Goo Dolls in 1993 on a fucking, what do you call it? Bootleg CD.
Bring it back. Reel it in. Where are you going with this?
I was trying to do an old reference and I couldn't think of anything. I was going to put like Blue Oyster Cult at like a club in Long Island in 75.
Goo Goo Dolls isn't that old. No. Hey, Berto, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Roberto, good to see you, buddy.
I was going to drink today, but I didn't make a drink. Maybe I will a little bit here.
No, stop drinking, Tim.
No. I haven't drank in at least 3 or 4 episodes, which is, not Not a record, but it's the most in a while.
It's fucking impressive.
Well, I mean, I drank
Definitely
Friday and Saturday of last week, because I was doing comedy, and that's usually when that happens. So,
well, yeah.
We got a final count for how much money they made at the fundraiser.
How much was it?
Fundraiser comedy show that we did for my niece's softball team. $4,921 was the final.
Excellent.
Pretty good. I said I think about $5,000. So yeah, $5,000. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And you made the flyer, Ray. You're 1 for 1.
I did. It's unlike the thumbnails we make for this show.
It went very well. So like I talked about last episode, I want to parlay that into doing more shows there, but I might have to spend money to do that, and it's okay. I'll give it a try. I'm not a rich man, but I could try to front just to try to make money. If I lose a little bit, I won't do it again. But if I don't make money, I won't do it again. But I think if I do it correctly, well, it's the marketing that's the biggest problem, right? I don't, other than like just painting the town with flyers. Even then, I don't know if that will work. I've never like seen a flyer and been like, I'm gonna go to that. I don't think that's ever happened.
No,
to me.
Unless it's like
maybe. They have like in the square they put up banners for like the community theater shows or something. Or I didn't go, but Terry Pluto was at the library yesterday, and I did see that on their sign that he was going to be there, and I thought I kind of forgot about it. Last time I went there, I was drunk. I told you about that. Well,
yeah, I think I remember.
This was a while ago when I was still drinking most days. Probably 2019. This probably was, and I found out he was going to be there like when I already had started drinking, and I'm like, I'm okay. So I just went, and I wasn't belligerently drunk. I don't get belligerently drunk that often, but I was just sitting in the back, and I had a question. And I'm like, yeah, I got a question for you. Listen, a question. It wasn't that bad, but everyone would probably tell that I was. I don't know. I don't think I was drunk, but they can definitely tell that I don't know. I was pissed off about something. I asked him about Paul DiPodesta. I'm like, what does he do? He's in a different part of the country. He doesn't do shit.
All alone, man. What a wonderful man.
He hasn't done much. Actually, the funny thing is, every time they've made a big mistake, he found out Podesta told him not to do it. like Watson, he was totally against Watson. Freddie Kitchens, he was hard against Freddie Kitchens. Stefanski was his guy. Stefanski was the guy he wanted him to hire. So he got that right, and he's gotten a lot right, but they don't always listen to him. So I'm like, why do you even work for? I don't know. And he doesn't even live in Cleveland. He lives in California. He just makes phone calls, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what he does. I really don't know what he does. I'm not sure he does anything right.
It's probably like Compu football tells me that you need to get this Deshaun Watson kid out of Houston. He's gonna have a great year.
They did not say that. He said the opposite. He said the opposite. He's like, don't do that, and they did it anyway. If you don't know who Paul DiPodesta is, anyone, he is. What's the word I'm looking for? Not an analyst.
Fucking nerd.
A nerd. He's a nerd. He works for the Browns. What's the fucking word I'm looking for? It's pissed me off. Damn it! I get so mad when I can't think of words. It pisses me off. Anyway.
Okay, sound it out in your head.
No, it pisses me off. It's not. I don't know.
He's into analytics.
That has nothing to do with it. That's not what I was trying to say. Consultant. That was the word. Fuck. Consultant for the Browns, and I love how we got at the same time. And he's the Moneyball guy. He worked with Billy Beane. His Jonah Hill's character in Moneyball is loosely based on Paul DiPodesta. DiPodesta didn't want his name in the movie, so they made a composite character, kind of, sort of. It's actually nothing like Podesta, really, although he was a Ivy League guy. But he was an athlete. He played quarterback at Harvard, and like
okay.
Jonah Hill's character is like a math nerd from Yale, but so is DiPodesta was a math nerd, but he also played quarterback at Harvard. So, I mean, both. That's not mutually exclusive. We were talking about Harvard and Ivy League. So, anyway, but yeah, he was the assistant GM for the for the A's, and now he's a consultant for the Browns. And I think he probably does other shit too, but I don't know. He probably gets paid a good bit of money, and he doesn't live in Ohio because that was part of the deal. He said, I don't want to live there. So he's in California somewhere, and he's just probably looking at his laptop once every couple hours and sends him a report, and that's his job. So whatever. He worked with the Mets, I think, too. I forget. He may be with somebody else. Other than
I
the
don't
Browns.
know.
I have a hard time believing that the Browns job takes up all of his time. Anyway, yes, Johnny, you are correct. Baseball season is coming, and I am excited for it.
Yeah, I'm pumped to see when Paul Skeens is going to get traded. Probably right before the All-Star break.
I would give you $100 of my own money if he gets traded.
Okay,
he's not.
It's on
this year. I mean, if he gets traded this year, he has.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The package that they would have to give him,
Tim.
For it to make sense at all to anyone, no one's even going to offer that. So they're not. It's not going to happen. Also, they know there'd be a fucking riot. I mean, it's different. Listen, will they trade him when there's a year left on his contract? Yeah, probably, but not now. He's got 5-6 years of. Yeah. Dodgers probably will get schemed.
End profit sharing. End profit sharing. Teach the nuttings a lesson.
What I want is
the profit sharing.
I want profit sharing to not be automatic. I want it to only. You have to win like 75 games. If you don't win 75 games, you don't get a cent. That's what they should do it.
Yeah,
let's call it 7.
I agree.
But like
there should
you lose 100 games, you shouldn't get any money. Like fuck you. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. That means you're trying to win the whole time, and you got to spend money to win sometimes. In one way, shape, or form. Other teams are better at it than others at figuring out how to spend less money and win. Cleveland being one of them, but and there's other teams that spend more than Cleveland and can't win. That happens too.
Yeah.
So it's it's drawing blood from rocks, and Cleveland's front office is better at it than anybody, really. But and Pittsburgh's isn't, and they spend about the same amount of money usually. So it's understandable as frustrating. Like, why aren't you better at your job? It's a tough job. It isn't an easy job, especially when you're working with cheap owners. That's not easy, but that's why they have to do things like we were talking about the other day with like the McCutchen trade and things like that, which I didn't even realize it until I looked it up how well that worked out for Pittsburgh. I didn't even realize that. I mean, I understand at the time, McCutchen. I understand at the time he was the heart and the soul of the team, so it hurt your heart when he went. I understand that part of it. I get that. But you look at what he did after he was traded, his best years were behind him, and you got Brian Reynolds out of him, who's your best player. So that worked out pretty well. The Marte trade made a lot of sense too, although that return didn't work out quite as well, but it's trades, it's 50-50 sometimes. But he didn't do shit after Pittsburgh either. So those trades worked out.
Wasn't in the right system.
It's baseball. Not in the right system.
Baseball is a system, bro.
The right system. It's not like you went from an option to a spread. It's not like football. Dude.
No, but Clint Hurdle had that team. Clint Hurdle had the fucking team, and then they just traded everybody away after the San Francisco fucking a wild card game, and it was over. You're like, what the fuck, bro?
Miami did this a couple times. Like, they're well aware where their windows is closing, and they just like dump everybody. I mean, they have a whole new front office now. They did it twice. They did it after the '97 World Series, and they won the next one. And they won in 2003. Everybody thought they were crazy, but they won one 5-6 years later. Like, yeah, everyone wants sense, but still, I mean, that's a whole different ownership group and stuff now. But at the time, people thought they were insane, but they just rebuilt and then they did it again. So who's insane? I don't know. It worked.
Houston did the same thing. They dumped everybody. Right. I think right before they went to the American League, they just had a fire sale because they were so fucking bad that they just basically destroyed the whole organization overnight and rebuilt it into a cheating World Series winning franchise.
I just learned that the 17 Astros had the lowest payroll ranking to win a World Series in like modern history, but they cheated. So
Yeah.
of course they won. They had the 17th payroll. Like it barely ever happens to someone with a bottom half payroll wins the World Series, but it did happen with Houston in 17, but they cheated. So like it doesn't matter. Like, oh, look, they did it cheap. You can do it cheap. They cheated. They cheated. They 100% don't win that World Series without cheating. 100%. You can never, ever, ever, ever convince me otherwise, because what I'm saying is fact. Is fact. Anyway, but the 2015 Royals, I think, were like 14th in payroll. That's the lowest in a long time, if you don't count 17, which I don't.
Yeah.
So,
still my favorite World Series of all time, by the way.
That the Giants Royals.
Yeah, because every single Kansas City home game, sitting right behind home plate, wearing a Strange Music hoodie, was Tech Nine. He was dead center behind home plate, and I'd watch the games, and all of a sudden I noticed this just black dude in a Strange Music hoodie, and I'm like, who the fuck? Oh my God, it's Tech Nine. He's behind home plate. You're like, what the fuck?
Was he sitting next to like Chris Porter? Like, is Chris Porter in Tech Nine?
I don't. The dudes that he was with had Strange Music, the record company he owns. He had like that or on his chest. He was a big dude, probably a security, but like to have that dude be behind home plate wearing his fucking shit and everything, you're like, this fucking rules, dude.
Tech Nine, he's
the greatest shit ever.
Has he need a security guard at a Kansas City Royals game? I mean, maybe the World Series, but
you never know.
Like, Tech Nine, and most people will be like, I don't know who you're talking about. Like, I wouldn't recognize him on the street.
Well, you wouldn't, because you don't really listen to like deep, like cut hip hop, like a normal person.
I don't know. I'm a normal person, but I don't know. I don't. No, I don't. Not really.
Yeah, I love it. I love that shit. I've always been an underground hip hop head ever since I was a kid. And because of Insane Clown Posse, actually. They turned me on to a lot of people.
My problem with, I don't know the problem, but like why I don't love rap that much has nothing to do with rap itself. It has to do with the same reason why I get pissed at some bands now, is that all the music's pre-recorded. I don't like that. I like to see live shows when I see live shows, so I don't like here's two turntables on a microphone. I'm not into that. I like live music. So
well, I mean, the nice part about like a
rapper with a full band, then that's cool.
What I like about like tech shit is, and like even ICP does this to a point, like they'll bring out old school set pieces for fucking shows and stuff. Tech has a video wall that had, the last time I saw him, he had a video wall of an angelic version of him and then a demonic version of him. And he would switch in between the helmets when he was doing like the angelic stuff or like the demonic stuff. And it was some showbiz to it. Like if it's just a DJ and a dude rapping, those lyrics better be fucking fire. Like Nelly just had that.
Standing there.
That's called a Bone Thugs and Harmony show. But anyway,
that's every show. Isn't it? They just have like hype dudes, and just dudes are just standing there.
Nelly definitely did when I saw Nelly. He just had a DJ, but it was fucking Nelly. You can't not love him. I mean, he's one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time.
I don't hate Nelly.
And he's great live. Like when I went to the All-Star thing that he did when the NBA All-Star game was here in town. Shout out to Raj Suresh, by the way, for going to that show with me. And I went with Shauna, and Raj's wife was there too. Check out Raj.
You and Raj at a Nelly show sounds like the beginning of a street joke.
It does. Raj and Ray walk into a Nelly concert.
No, but like if you went to see an artist like a pop, I don't know, like a pop rock singer, and they show up and there's just no band. It's just them basically doing karaoke to their own songs. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Rappers get away with it for some reason, which I feel like they shouldn't, because if singers can't get away with it, why do they get away with it? Roberto, I don't want to hear it. Okay, I don't want to hear it. It's spring.
Yeah, shut up.
In a roster that's going to make baseball fall apart. So, as long as
you're
they don't
fucking
win every
pitcher
year,
slash.
They win the next 3, then baseball is going to be a problem. But I don't think they.
They'll just be the new Yankees. I mean, that's what they're going to be. They buy the team. I mean, that was
been a long time since the Yankees were that dominant.
I know, because they're not being managed properly right now. It looks like.
Well, everybody can play the same. Not everybody. A lot of teams can play the same game they've been playing for years now. So it's for a while.
Yeah, they can't run a lot of teams can't run the bases as bad as they did in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, and they play terrible defense. No, they were going to lose that series anyway. But the fact that they didn't play good,
not at all. Fucking games I saw were abysmal.
When I went to the ALCS game, I could not believe how bad they were running the bases. Like that was not like they're a Major League Baseball team. Like that's unexcusable for a Little League team. I'm not even exaggerating. Yeah. Like it was that bad. You're just thinking like, what are they thinking? And like, how does this not get fixed right away? These guys are professionals. They're making those kind of mistakes in the base pass. What are you doing? Yeah, that was strange to see. Like, I mean, it was the kind it was so bad that it was surprising. That's like how can you be?
It was shocking to me.
Yeah,
it was shocking to me because like I watch baseball very casually. If I'm high and bored on a weekend, I'll throw on MLB TV during the summer and watch some games and shit. But like. Even I noticed immediately, like, what the fuck is the Yankees' problem right now with like dumb base running decisions and just complete? They look like a bad high school team that just got lucky on hitting. That's what it looked like to me.
Right. Well, the expensive guys were the guys that kicked our asses. It was Soto, Stanton, and Judge were the guys that beat us. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. The money beat us again. It usually does. Dodgers an hour 44 away from my new house. I used to live 28 minutes. Yeah, Berto got a new house. He was telling me about it when I saw him in Vegas. Yeah. Well, you know what, man?
Cool.
Cleveland is an hour and a half from me, so it takes me about that long to go to games too. But I mean, that's why I don't go all the time. But I don't know how many I'll get to this year. Well, I think last year was my record. I think I got the 10 last year. That's my record, 10. Because 2 years before that I had 9 and then 10. So yeah, I guess the record, the goal this year would be 11. Alan has season tickets, kinda. He has quarter season tickets, so maybe I can get the handful of those. Although I only told him like 5 games that I really wanted to go to for sure. Because he's like, which ones do you really want to go to? And I looked at the schedule and I'm like, these 5 because of who's in town. But anyway, when the Dodgers are in town, I definitely told him I want to go to that. So because they play on a Tuesday or Thursday or something. He has Tuesday, Thursday tickets.
Okay.
I think.
Nice.
But I don't know. I'll go to a handful of them, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, when's Cleveland and Pittsburgh? It's like early, right? It's like the first couple of weeks.
But it's Easter weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. It's literally Easter Sunday.
You want to go to the Catholic Church again on Easter Sunday?
I mean, I could go to 9 a.m. mass if it helps us win. I mean, I that's the only way I look at God. Let us win I am a Pittsburgh sports fan. Oh, I pray to God my sports team wins. That's it. There's no other thing I need. Just make me happy.
While still being an atheist, which again, it's not like Ray Hycluck ever made any sense to begin with, but there's just another example of him making very little sense.
I have a lot of superstitions. So and I was raised around Catholicism as a child, so I have a respect for it that I everything else I don't really. So Every religion, except for Catholicism again, because again, my family got paid by it. So
Catholicism, wow. I'm
it's a good
excited
time.
for another dogma. I just hope they don't screw it up.
And also, I know you probably don't care, Tim, but I do want to address.
I'm not going to say don't care. I just didn't know who he was.
Well, have you ever seen the movie Striking Distance with Jean-Claude Van Damme? You've never seen Striking Distance?
I don't think I've seen any Jean-Claude Van Damme movies all the way through. I've like seen snippets on like TNT as I'm surfing channels.
Well, Mike Lang was the Bob Uecker of that movie because it takes place during a Stanley Cup final game between the Blackhawks and the Penguins in Pittsburgh. Jean-Claude Van Damme is a Pittsburgh police officer, and there are terrorists that are going to blow up the igloo in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
There's terrorists in Pittsburgh. Better call the local PD. Like, that's not how that works.
Yeah, man. And the movie is cheese, but Mike Lang was the guy that was doing the call of the game as it was going on while Jean-Claude Van Damme's trying to find bombs and like beat guys up and shit.
Speaking of hockey, the Four Nations final is about to start.
Yeah, it is.
I just like realized what that was. I thought it was some sort of amateur thing.
No, it's the pros.
Yeah, that's neat. That's a lot cooler than whatever other league does for All-Star break. And the fact that there was fights in it, perfect. And I hope there's fights again tonight.
I loved that Canada game. Was fucking wild. Like that Canada-US game was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Hockey is the only thing I follow, and when I saw that, I'm like, this could bring the NHL to a different level. Like if they do.
You know when they started booing our national anthem, you're like, oh shit, here we go.
I didn't expect though 9 seconds in all of a sudden to fucking have two dudes just throwing down at center ice. Like, good for fucking you, man. Good for fucking you people.
I might put that on my phone as we're podcasting just to make sure there's no fights I'm gonna miss.
No, yeah, we'll keep an eye on the game if you're gonna watch it. Yeah, keep an eye on the game. Give us score updates because I'm rooting for Team USA. Even though I love Sidney Crosby and Mario Lemieux when they did the first game.
I love national competition in every sport. I love it. It's awesome. I wish there was more of it because some sports don't really do it. That's why the Olympics are cool. I don't like the Olympics so much. And World Cup's great.
Hockey fits into that.
World Cup is the biggest sporting event in the world, and the World Baseball Classic is awesome. I fucking love the World Baseball Classic. I was talking Tuesday about my buddy Alan's going to Miami with his family next month, and I'm like, dude, you want to go down there about this time next year? Because World Baseball Classic is playing in Miami. I know it wouldn't be really easy to get tickets. Well, I mean, you can get them. It just won't be cheap.
I was about to say it's Miami. They're gonna be giving them away on the street.
No, dude, it's gonna be packed. Are you kidding me? No. World Baseball Classic? Especially if
in Miami?
Yeah, dude, Dominican Republic.
I can see
Puerto Rico.
Well, I was about to say the Atlantic islands. Those would get definitely a lot of sold out. I'm talking like Team USA.
Oh, that'll be fine. They'll be sold out. I think they're only playing 3 games down there. It's the semifinals and the final. They were all 3 be sold out.
Well, that'll be sold out if it's the finals. Okay. I didn't know that.
They may be also doing one of the pools in Miami. I'm not sure, but I was talking about the finals. And even if the United States, it would suck if the U.S. didn't make it and I bought tickets for it, but I would still go. It'd still be fun as hell, especially if like Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic was in it. That'd be fun. Or Mexico. That'd be fun. Dude, Puerto Rico, Mexico fun. In the final. That'd be fun, dude. Either way, it'd be fun. I mean, that game last time with Japan and the USA, it was awesome. Like, that'd be great to see that again. And I mean, that would be like bucket list event. World Baseball Classic. That'd be fucking sweet. We'll see. I mean, the thing is, he'll probably go back down there again, so I can just hang out in their Airbnb for like 3 of those days. If he wants to go to some baseball games, so I could probably actually.
Oh man, but no, the cross nation thing. But I think that honestly, that cross nation thing, it's gonna bring hockey to a different level, hopefully, in this country, just because we have a team at stake in this. It's not like the country of the United States of America is fucking amazing at hockey. Like a lot of our feeder programs are outstanding, and it's proving to be the thing because we're kicking ass in under 16, juniors, all those things.
It's not a new thing, really. Canada-U.S. rivalry in hockey is a real thing, and it's pretty cool. It's like U.S. and Mexico in soccer. Like even if it's a friendly, it's not a friendly. They want to fucking win, right? They always want to win. So I didn't even know who the other 2 countries were until about an hour ago. I looked it up because I was curious, and it's Sweden, Finland.
One is like Finland,
Sweden.
Yeah.
But
because we have the biggest concentration of those players outside of the actual countries.
I mean, really, and we're not going to invite Russia right now. So, well, next time we might. Next year we might. We do it next year. We'll do it.
It's just do a global team. Like, just get all the shitty players and Ovechkin in there, and fucking he can play for everybody.
The everybody else team, the world team. It's black and white uniforms.
It's like in UFC when they just have like the gray fucking with the globe only.
Because they usually do it when someone's like from Taiwan or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, that's cool. World competition is cool. I wish we had more of it in American football. We do have some of it, but it's all amateur. I really this one time I want, because there is a World Cup of American football. Once I want them to bring like guys who were in the NFL, or even like guys who are just the top non-drafted guys. But no, I want an NFL All-Star team to play in the World Cup of American football against these like plumbers from Germany and beat them by 120. That's what I want, dude.
I want to say you just pad the line of 350 pounders the entire way,
right?
And then Tom Brady whizzing it in just like it doesn't matter. He could do it. For that, it'd be like playing a pickup game for him.
Well, for that, he could do it till he's 100.
Well, yeah, and call the shot and call the plays while he's doing it.
But no, I think that would be great. We talked about it before a few months ago when the United States got embarrassed in the under 20 World Cup in Canada, the American Football World Cup under 20. They didn't even place. They got beat by Japan, then they got beat by Austria, and that should not happen. But then you look it up, you're like, how the fuck did this possibly happen? And you look it up and you're like, oh, okay. Like, they're not getting, like, number one, everybody who plays on that team has to pay their own way. So they have to pay like $4 or $5 grand a piece to even be on the team, because USA Football doesn't have enough money to front them all. And also they're getting guys who like were playing like D3 and stuff. They're not getting, like, if the A team,
a second stringer NCAA number D1 guy,
the A team through the Z team plus were guys we can get from the NFL, then you're talking like 4 or 5 Z's, whatever this team would be. I don't even know. It would be the couple hundredth string of what we could actually do. Even for U20, it's pretty low. So I don't blame the players. It's not them at all. They wanted to participate, and I'm sure they played their ass off. But I feel like somebody with some money needs to be like, we can't let this happen again. Start writing checks, because that's the only way to fix it. And I hope they do, because that's fucking embarrassing, man. It's not like I was paying a lot of attention to U20 World Cup football before that, but when I heard that they got beat, I'm like, that's not okay. That's not fucking okay.
No.
So
no, especially football. Our sport.
For football, that's a problem. I mean, baseball, everybody, and basketball, those are our sports too, but everybody caught up, and it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's competitive. It's fun. I still don't like when we lose. I didn't like that we lost the last World Baseball Classic. We only won one of them. I think there's been like 5 of them. And I didn't love that we lost a close game in the finals. It wasn't a big deal. You know, it happened. You only play one game, it happens. But like when we don't in 04, when we got the bronze in men's basketball, that wasn't okay.
Yeah, no, LeBron should be ashamed of himself.
Well, listen, he happened to win the last one.
Barely.
There's a documentary on Netflix about the Olympic basketball last time, and I've been watching it. It's pretty good. It's not just about US, it's about everybody. But it's pretty good. I gotta finish it. Also,
I just canceled my Netflix actually.
You're done with Raw already?
Yeah, I just wasn't using it. I'm probably go back to Peacock because it has the premium live events and WrestleMania is coming up. So I gotta get prepared for that weekend.
I use all the subscription services, but not as I don't use them all equally. I use Netflix more than any of them, I think, but
nothing appealed to me except for like Ari Schaffer's recent special, which is amazing.
So much that you can't even pronounce his name right. I like you so much. Say your name wrong. Anyway, Ray Hicklick. De Niro has that new show on Netflix that came out today, so I gotta watch that.
Does he? Does the old man have yet another one in him?
With one of the greatest actors of all time? Of course you do.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give him he's the greatest actor of all time.
He's one of them. He's up there.
Right.
He's the man.
Yeah, he's tarnished his legacy for sure.
With what?
With all the fucking hoopla he was pulling in fucking New York during the fucking Trump trial.
I'm talking about acting, not talking about other shit.
I'm just talking about his legacy in general.
Of course you'd be like, you know what? He's a good actor, but I don't like his stuff anymore because we have different opinions.
Oh, he's a fantastic actor.
Sounds like you.
But that's all he should be doing is acting.
He can do whatever he wants, just like you.
Your face.
Just like you're allowed to say your opinion, even though sometimes I don't think you shouldn't be. You should be, but you are. You are allowed. First Amendment. He's allowed as well. And just people pay more attention because he's famous. But he's still allowed to say whatever he wants. Anyway, he has a new show. It's called 0 Day. I think he plays. I guess the plot is like there's some sort of like cyber attack on America, and the administration pulls in a guy who used to be president to try to help them figure it out. And he was a former president, and they brought him in. I don't know. It's something like that. I know he plays an ex-president who's brought in to try to help them with something. I don't know. It's fictional, obviously.
Okay.
But, I don't know. I'll watch it because it's De Niro, and it's like Jesse Plemons is in it. I forget. Like that's a great cast. It's probably great or solid. Pretty.
I'm so burnt out on entertainment right now.
Do you stare?
Honestly, I'm like burnt out.
I'm done. Done with things that are entertaining. I'm just gonna watch The Wall for a while.
Like, yeah, when like videos of just like fields make you happy, that's when you're like, I've reached peak. Peak.
Watching screensavers.
Yeah.
Just a stream. Yeah.
It's like imagining I'm there. You know, just have my hand up my head, just daydreaming. Thinking of Gladiator #1.
What was I going to say? I forget. Oh. My algorithm's getting real.
Oh, but I did. Yeah, my Insta algorithm is wild.
I want a hard reset. I'm hoping that I can get a hard reset somehow. I'm like I don't want. Like I know I keep clicking on it, man, but I don't want this anymore.
Dude, when I look at the search function on IG and it's all like it's 3 things and it's all one of them was accidental because the girl I follow is hot, but like I get a bunch of them. Is fucking muscle mommy fucking thirst traps.
I have a lot of those.
That one little tiny chick with like the orange hair from the UK. It's like Tiny Muscle or something. She's cool. I like her, but she does a lot of fucking OF stuff too. And you're like, God damn it.
Mine is all thirst traps and baseball. It's
yeah.
So it's a problem. Let me stop clicking on that shit, I guess. And like the reels I get on Facebook are like I get a lot of like interviews with porn actresses for some reason. Like I get a lot of those.
Who's the one that came up in my fucking feed recently? Anna J. And I've been getting a lot of Anna J interviews for zero reason. Like she was just a big ass MILF back in the day. Like that was her fucking function.
I mean, it's not like I don't know who any of these people are because I believe it or not, don't watch them. So I don't know. But I am interested to just say some weird shit as they do because they do porn.
I mean, the thing about but also here's the thing. I also get like big bitches wearing tight stuff and doing like hard cuts where they're like tits jiggle and shit. And
I bet
like, the internet knew I needed to be happy.
I think that's the last thing that's in my algorithm. That's like the bottom. That's been locked away from me.
I get a lot of thigh shaking, ass moving, and then to like bounce when she walk, the bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, it clap when she walk. Like I get that a lot. I get fucking hairy chicks too, like with tits.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. She's hot though. The chick that I follow, she's pretty hot. So that's kind of forgivable, but I wouldn't date her or fuck her. She's hot though, so it works. Yeah, dude, my fucking algorithm and like pro wrestling stuff. Because I send a lot of this to you. It's a lot of Creed, hold one last breath, memes. What else? Baseball. I get a lot of Bob Uecker now too, just because I've been following the Bob Uecker thing. When I do it now, I'll probably get a lot of Mike Lang stuff now too that he's passed on, and that's going to be thrown around in circles for the Penguins fan base for a while now. This year,
I forgot to send it to you, but it was a video. It was just a clip from Slapshot about saying what the refs are going to do tonight in Boston for the rematch of USA Canada. And it's that scene where they're playing the national anthem before the game, and the ref feels the need to go off on the Hanson brothers before the puck drops. And he yells at him. He's like, "You're interrupting the song."
No, I'm trying to listen to the fucking song.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, I don't want anything out of you. You be here. I'm trying to listen to the fucking song. Oh.
Yeah.
My favorite part is the referee kind of like catching himself going, "Oh, yeah, the national anthem's playing." Forced patriotism.
What? Yeah, I'm going to say it. I don't think we need to play the national anthem at sporting events anymore. I don't think we've had to for a long time. I don't understand why we had to in the first place. Maybe the big ones, like the Super Bowl, but I don't understand why we have to a game in the on a Tuesday in May. We have to let some bank teller sing the national anthem for us at a AA game. I don't understand why we have to. I love this country. I'm not real sure we have to do that every time, though. I'm just saying it doesn't seem necessary. I don't know.
Basketball, I think it should be because we do have Canadian teams and they play their national anthem. Any sport that has like a major league team in a different country, I think you need it. But like even baseball, why
are we doing it?
They don't do the Canadian national anthem, do they?
I think I haven't seen them play the Blue Jays, so I don't know. I don't think they play it.
Okay.
I don't know though. I really don't know.
That'd be weird. That'd be weird to me for some reason.
I
don't
fast.
Like that.
On times 10, just play real fast.
Hockey, you need it just because.
Wait, hold on. Why do we need
such an international
sporting event to begin with? I'm just saying,
because they're representing the country, Tim.
They're athletes. They're not
hockey,
military.
Especially.
They're not military.
No, but they're representing the best of the country
in sports. Just sports. It's just a sport.
Yeah.
Look
at our awesome.
Olympic makes sense. Listen, I'm not against it. I just kind of wonder why we started in the first place. When we're just, especially when I'm talking about like a AA game on a Wednesday. Like, I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's not a big deal, but it's just, I'm just curious why we do it in the first place. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm not trying to be anti-patriotic. That's not it at all. I'm just wondering, like, it's just a sporting event. Just a sporting event. Like, do we do it before any kind of corporate meetings or anything like that? Like, before we read the last quarter numbers, everybody stand up, take your hats off.
Right? No, because they're physically against the country anyway. They're corporate people. They don't have the American interest.
School day. Everybody, all right, let's listen to the national anthem. Everyone's going to take turns singing it.
Well, they do the Pledge of Allegiance.
They still do the Pledge of Allegiance, don't they?
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. I'm surprised they haven't got rid of that yet.
And that came out of the Prussian school, fucking when like Rockefeller and all those guys got a hold of the fucking public education system in like, what was it? I think the 1920s. It's off the Prussian system, and it's basically they would do the same thing.
A lot of schools had prayers forever. Public schools did that shit for a long time.
My 6th grade year, I was at Catholic school.
Well, it's Catholic and different. They did it at public schools too.
I didn't. I never had that, so I never had prayer in school.
We in choir we sang all church songs.
Okay, that's fine.
We were public school though, so like, why? I always thought that was weird because like we're a public school, we're singing mostly church songs, and we're singing at a lot of churches. Like we did shows at a lot of churches. I'm like, we're a public school. We're doing all these Catholic masses.
How many churches? Well,
I didn't have a problem with it.
7 blocks.
Man, yeah, a lot. I mean, in Dover and Philly alone, there's like 40. I'm not even exaggerating. Well,
plus the acoustics.
There's at least 20. Good. There's at least 20. Some of them, not all of them. Less. Every once in a while, you get a low ceiling church. I remember that, like we sang at a lot of churches, and not all of them had good acoustics. You think most of them would, like the ones that have been there a long time do, but especially in Europe. We sang in some like castle type churches in Europe. Yeah, the acoustics were insane. But yeah, a couple of them were like in warehouses. Like it's a church now. Yeah. So I'm talking.
You said to watch out.
You know what? Fine. Singing churches. Always play the national anthem. We're good. We're fine. Don't at me. We're fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the liberal argument that crumbles quickly.
It's not that it crumbles. I'm just like I don't want any heat. Never mind.
I mean, for that, it's I'm just
curious how it started to begin with. I like why Olympics I get, international competitions I get, but why? But I guess my point is why at sporting events there's all kinds of other stuff. There's people from other countries and stuff around. I don't know. Do they play 200 national anthems at every UN meeting? They should. They should go through every one at a time.
They probably play them as everybody's sitting down so they can get like all the nation states to fucking like get their business done well. Yeah. Hold on. Why play the national anthem at sporting events? Do.
You know what they need? They need to stop playing the national anthem and start playing "God Bless the USA" by Lee Greenwood every time. Every time he should open the Super Bowl every year.
Here we go. The tradition starts back to the Civil War and became more popular during World War II.
That seems like the time to do it. That seems like,
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I guess my point is, sporting events do it for everything. I guess I don't know.
See, Berto, this white devil over here doesn't understand patriotism. He thinks he does.
I didn't say that. I just listen. Did you hear me not just give up on all of it? I love the national anthem. Okay, it's like, you know what? Never mind. Fuck it. I
love the fact that the one place I love it that it's not, and there's no national anthem. It's just like flags and shit. Is the UFC. Like, and even Dana has said he never wants to do that again.
yeah, that's kind of my point. Is if they don't have to do it, and they have guys from every fucking country. They have guys from every country.
Yeah.
But I guess my point is, we went to that 285, no national anthem. Event went on just fine. Like the world didn't crumble, right? So, and
one big gripe too.
It's not a protest thing. It's more like a time thing, and that's what I'm saying as well too. It's not a protest thing by any means. It's more like, let's get to the ball game now. Let's get to the ball game. You know. So
I agree with you, and I'm just giving I'm giving an opposite thing. I agree with you kinda. I think like certain sports should have it like national.
It's not the national anthem as much as it's just weird that we have this time before we're all getting rowdy and pumped for a game, and this is time we all going to stand up, take off our hats, and be quiet for 5 minutes.
We are all Americans listening to a 12-year-old belt out the national anthem.
1/3 of a song, right? Let's do the whole thing. I want all 8 verses or whatever, however many they are.
That would be awesome. Actually.
Also, I asked Alan. He said he'd do it. I'm like, we should send it a tape as a duet, doing a duet for the national anthem, and see if we get picked. He's like, I'll do it.
But you do it. I want it. But also, we have to have the logo next to your name. When the thing from the Bro Plata podcast, Tim Danko to sing our national anthem.
I guarantee they'd pick me for a Rubber Ducks game.
Again, make the fucking thing. Country singer who sang the national anthem, Game 1, World Series was beautiful. I recorded the thing. I'll post it in Discord.
Who was it? Who was it?
I don't know. I didn't watch the World Series this year.
Post Malone, and it was auto-tune.
It was Jelly Roll.
Dude, that chick at the home run derby was insane. I was watching it live, and I'm like, oh no. And again, I got on my phone immediately, and like, what my brother even texted me. He's like, "What the hell just happened?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Man. And I looked her music up, and like, she can sing. I don't know what the hell happened. She said she was drunk, but like, listen.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I do karaoke drunk, and I nail it. All right, I fucking nail it.
Do you?
I used to nail it. I got all this acid reflux now, and now I can't catch my breath. Dude, I got tired doing my set on Saturday. Like, I'm like, I almost couldn't make it because couldn't catch my breath all the way through. I'm like, great, I'm dying. I'm gonna die on stage, literally. I had to like take a minute and get a drink, and I'm just like,
I'm sorry, buddy. Start walking.
Right. It's like, how much time can you do? I'm like, how much material do I have, or how much time can I do physically? Because there's 2 different numbers now, apparently.
Find something. God damn it. I thought I sent myself something. I did not. Shit.
What now?
Oh, it was I think it was something to do with Bryce Mitchell. There's a couple troll accounts right now saying that he was gonna fight some Israeli fucking grappler.
I looked up all the Israeli fighters in the UFC. There's not that many of them, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, dude, you need to fucking put this guy with Mitchell today. Do it right now.
They said they were gonna do like some kind of grappling thing, but Karate Combat doesn't even do that shit. They don't do like only grappling. They do Karate Combat. Didn't see a thing about it.
They would do it. They would do it if they thought someone wanted to watch it. I don't think Karate Combat really gives a fuck. But there's been a lot of fights announced. I just turned on the Four Nations game, and it hasn't started yet, but they are playing a clip from a Kurt Douglas clip from not Kurt Douglas, Kurt
Russell from Miracle.
Kurt Russell from Miracle, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, which
talk about an overrated movie.
I think the movie Miracle kind of sucked.
I agree.
The story is amazing. I just think that the interpretation of it, and it wasn't Russell's fault. It wasn't his fault.
It didn't age well.
Well, the guy who directed that also directed Warrior, and a couple other sports movies. And I don't like how he does sports movies. He's done several, and I don't like how he shoots them. He shoots them with all like close-ups, which I think is a cop-out for sports movies, and it doesn't look good because sports aren't close-ups. Your action in sports is not close-ups, so I don't know what you're doing. I feel like it's just you can't make it look real, so you just zoom in on their faces. I don't know.
Brad Paisley. Well, then it's already going to be a killer fucking rendition because Brad.
Wait, was this a
Paisley's
South
amazing.
Park? Was this a South Park episode?
I've been getting a lot of those too in my like YouTube shorts algorithm. Is Matt and Trey Parker talking about like making stuff in South Park and everything? Been getting a lot of those. But no, I want to get to this real quick, if I may. I need to gush for a second and kind of get emotional on this show about
nonsense, Ray.
We do, because the men of a certain age who grew up being Pittsburgh sports fans, listening to games on the radio, watching them on Fox Sports Pittsburgh, we lost our voice today, and it was. I still get like teary-eyed thinking about it because it's like Mike Lange was the guy. I wanted to be Mike Lange when I got older. I wanted to do sport like play-by-play like that guy. And why? 76, lived a full life. He's got 5 Stanley Cups as a broadcast announcer, but
he was retired.
Man, it sucks. He was in and out, and I think this was like one of the first full seasons he wasn't in the booth. I think like, he's been in and out of the booth for a little while, but he had I think the big casino. Let me look up. But no, yeah, I was.
Hope he keeps working until he dies, like Bob Uecker did.
Yeah. Yeah, here we are. NHL. It doesn't say. I don't know why. Phil Bork. I don't know. I don't know why he passed away. They haven't said why he passed away. But
after
man,
just go, that sucks. But
well, yeah. I mean, again, he lived a fantastic life. He was a god. Him and Myron Cope were fucking like 1A, 1B in Pittsburgh fucking sports lore. I mean, they especially Mike. Mike Lange had some of the greatest goal sayings of all time. What's it? Tom Hamilton's home run call. Way back and gone. Mike Lange had things like, hot moose on a Harley.
I mean, that's great. I don't know what it means, but all right.
Smiling like the butcher's dog was another great one. Like, didn't know whether to cry or wind his watch anytime one of our guys like scored an awesome goal. Call Sam Slick from Turtle Creek. Fucking, these are some of the greatest goal score calls of all time. But mostly he was known for and ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has just left the building. That was anytime the Penguins won a game, that was his like closeout for the night, was that line. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't get it, but okay.
He was just that guy. Like, he just had those kind of like sayings,
Yeah, I mean,
people would write in.
It has to be gotten, right? But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's been an emotional day. Not
Tom
great
Hamilton
for me.
Always ends with "so long, everybody." It's the last thing he says. I was just about to say something. Oh, yesterday I was watching Kent State women's basketball, like I do, and they're playing
creeper.
They were playing Buffalo, and because it was on ESPN Plus, it was like local the Buffalo announcers. And at one point, the announcers they were on a break, a fast break, and Buffalo was, and the announcer goes, "It's the running of the Bulls."
Oh.
And I almost turned the TV off. Like, no. Oh, anyway, I forgot to say the part that Buffalo's team name is the Bulls, but still, I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
No.
That
Did Chicago do that? I don't know. But I legitimately almost turned it off. I'm like, no.
I would have thrown my shoe through your television if I heard that while I was at your house. I would have owed you a television, just like, and you hopefully would have understand, and then gotten in the car with me and gone to to go get a new TV somewhere.
As long as you replace it, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
My man,
I can't stand that amount of hack.
A couple years ago, we were watching the baseball game. My brothers, we had it outside on his porch, and his buddy who lives literally right next to him was there, and he was hammered, and he like tripped over a cord, and the TV shattered. He just went and the next day came back with a TV. Not a big deal. Just my bad. Here's a new TV. Just didn't have to be that big of a deal, but. Plus TVs are not very expensive anymore. Not like they used to be, right? And it used to be like getting a new TV was insane, right? It was like I just spent $2,000. It was like a whole thing. But
especially back in the day. Oh my God, you broke a television. You just didn't have a television in my household. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, well, that's gone.
You're not replacing that same day. Like you like
no,
it's a whole thing. Like we got to wait till next pay to replace this. Maybe, yeah,
maybe,
right, yeah. But it's
definitely emphasis on that word.
But they're more reasonable now. But you can buy a Roku, like a 50-inch Roku, for like $250 or something like that. I don't know.
Certain
but
places,
that being said, the TV in my living room is about 15 years old. So.
Mine's like, I think 5. I bought it during the pandemic with like stimmy checks because they were like $400.
I think, because we got robbed in 10. Yeah, it was like so it's like 14, 15 years old. But I mean, it does boot up a little slower than it used to. I'm just waiting for it just not to turn on one day. But I'm not getting. I mean, for a while, I'm like, let's get a new TV, but I'm like, this one still works. It's fine. So. Technically, I have a Roku connected to it. It's fine. It's not. I don't think smart TVs were a thing when that thing was bought, but it's it's flat screen.
PS4,
PS3. When that thing came out, yeah, PS3.
Oh yeah, you didn't have a PS4. You just had a PS3. That's right.
No, I had a PS4, but PS4 didn't come out. I mean, I had this TV before the PS4 was out. I thought that's what you're saying.
Oh, I'm just talking about currently.
Oh, I mean, no, I did have a PS4 hooked to it.
Nice.
For a while, but then I brought it down here and I put the Roku upstairs because I realized the Roku works better than the PlayStation does for TV. And there are a couple apps that were really slow and really annoying on the PlayStation, like HBO Max was insufferable. It was bad. Oh, here they come. Here comes the Canadians.
Boo!
Where's 2 joints?
Boo!
Boo!
Fuck so yeah! I think
they're in Boston. Do you think the national anthem gets booed? The Canadian national anthem gets booed? I'd say,
of course. Yes. yeah. It's almost like.
I mean, it wouldn't.
ESPN Plus, right?
If they didn't do it first, they wouldn't do it. But because they did, and I'm not saying I blame them, especially with the things going on right now. Like I understand they're not happy, but yeah, they're gonna get it back tonight. There's no way they don't. In Boston, of all places.
Yeah.
Although I might have to turn that on.
I actually just put the game on myself, on my phone, to kind of so we can have like a watch along and see what the first face-off's going to look like. But no, they will boo the Canadian national anthem in Boston for sure. It's Boston. They boo their own fucking city anthem if they had one. They don't give a fuck. Them in Philadelphia, those fucking savages.
Philadelphia, they attack Santa Claus. I wonder if Mexico has a hockey team and if they'll butcher anyone or kill the rest. Number one, I think we looked this up before. Canada does have a national hockey. Mexico does have a national hockey team. I'm almost positive we looked that up before. I don't know
that in Kenya. They have a fucking team now too. All right, we're getting Tim's. Which anthem are they playing first? They're playing ours. Here we go.
They're doing PA stuff right now. They may not play any of them. They might just say fuck it.
No, they have to. They have to.
Theory, I mean, it's not law.
Yeah, it is.
All right, hold on. I'm going to listen.
Social law, which is more important.
All right. I'm going to let you know what's going on.
All right, here we go. They're announcing the players. It looks like, or the starting lineups for each team at the lines. Getting ready. Boston is it's sold out. It looks like too. Oh, there's Gretzky. There's Wayne. Hey, that's my goal, Wayne. One of the greatest players of all time, for sure. But what are you gonna do? But he's dropping. It looks like he's dropping the puck in Boston. He played for New York. Like none of this makes sense. They please tell me they didn't boo Wayne Gretzky. I would be fucking disappointed in Boston.
I don't think they booed Gretzky, but they are booing every Canadian player.
Good.
But I don't think they boo Gretzky though.
Boo. Good.
They are booing every player.
Fuck you. Good. Fuck you, dude. USA. USA.
Do you think Canada has to pay tariffs when they send a player to the NHL?
No, they just get better fucking tax. They probably get tax cuts and shit too for coming in and doing something people can't do. I don't even know who the goalie is. And then the Kings, the gods of America.
It's Micah Rosaroni.
Oh God, yeah. And he's wearing a Columbus shirt, or the guy from Columbus, Gardeau. Good. Of course, you got to have the USA heroes from the 80s still, man. It's just walking up to Wayne going, oh, my God. Lee Dwarf's fucking Mike. Jesus Christ. Roberto, tell people we're watching the nation face off. And let's get an audience over here. USA, baby.
Let's get an audience to watch us watch something else.
Hockey, yeah, live as it's happening. I'm always down for it. Brock Faber coming in Police Jam 4. Let's go. I don't even know who's fucking on Team USA.
Brady Tkachuk. That's a fun name.
Brady Tkachuk.
Just the fucking Tkachuk it over there, man.
Brady Tkachuk was there was an NHL player named Tkachuk. I can't remember his name. Let's go, baby. And then the man between the pipes. And watch, if Boston starts booing Canada, watch all the fucking rags just completely boo or like go USA showing that they're just disgraceful fans.
Crosby and
see.
Matthews are meeting to exchange some sort of tokens. It'd be cooler if
Good.
they fought each other.
It would be.
punch
Sid
'em.
just lays them out. His sucker punches him and the whole fucking place starts a riot. That's a cool banner.
They're not playing the national anthem, but
I've
they are
seen-
playing Panic at the Disco for some reason.
Oh,
That's
God.
definitely high hopes.
And I have high hopes for a living. I've done that before.
Okay, here it comes.
The trading of the banners.
Here it comes.
That's a newer fucking thing. Sidney Crosby. He's not starting this game. It's kind of an interesting call, but whatever.
Too old.
Look at that guy. Just carrying the axe. Does Ohio have a hockey team? We have the Columbus Blue Jackets, and that's it.
We kindly ask that you respect the national anthems.
Fuck you.
Here it comes.
Gonna make them
Canadian
boo
national
harder.
anthem. Hold on. Shh. Here it comes.
Here we go.
Hard, dude.
Yeah, fuck you.
Right away.
Fuck you, Canada. Suck a dick. She looked around like, what the fuck just
These are
happened?
going hard.
Yeah. It's that East Coast fucking mentality, bro.
It's not that bad. There's a lot of noise going on.
Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
No, they're getting booed pretty hard.
Good. Fuck you. You want to boo our fucking shit in your home country? You got to take it from us too.
What?
If you're gonna do it to us, be prepared for it to be done in our fucking turf. Fuck Canada. Fuck Canada. Fuck Canada. Jesus. She hits that high note.
I've never heard that much noise during a national anthem ever.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you. You want to do it to us? Be prepared.
Like there
Be
was
prepared,
booing, and
red,
there's
white, and
Canadian
blue.
people, I think, cheering it. So I've like never heard that much noise during a national anthem. Then the USA chant starts right after that.
Let's go. Mixed reaction. Well, yeah, they got Canadian people there.
You hear a lot of views though.
Yeah. That's right. We bring a band, bitch.
We'll say this. Good luck to any
that's coming
Canadian
out of
fans that
woman?
boo the national anthem right now. Good luck to you. I wouldn't today.
Not in Boston.
No.
Of all places, you're gonna do it in fucking Boston? No. That's like going into a tiger pit just with fucking meat around your neck. You're dead before you hit the floor because there's 80 knife wounds in your fucking body. Oh my god!
I mean, you'd hope that they wouldn't have gotten knives in there, but
it's.
But he's holding
Again, it's
shanks, these plastic toothbrushes that are filed to a point.
They keep them in their butt cheeks as they go through the fucking thing of their underwear. Their dick is all stabbed up. But let's go, USA, baby. Let's fucking move. I want to see this. I want to see us win this.
I want to see a fight right now.
Yeah, but that voice is coming out of her. She is gorgeous. She is hot as shit, dude. And that fucking voice is even better. Nice. I love the graphics. Look at I love arena presentation and how much it's gone through. So cool now.
Anyway, nothing surprising about that. They booed the shit out of the Canadian anthem, but what did you expect? I mean, I would have been more surprised if they didn't.
Yeah, don't be disrespecting us during this shit, and we're gonna fucking win this. God, she's hot as shit. Wow, that woman is high value. Good shit. All right,
way to be a pervert.
USA. Well, it happens, especially with a hottie like that. Oh man, here we go. He's probably in his early 20s. He's fine.
What? No, I figured she'd older than that.
Still hot. Look at that one. Yeah, America's finest. That is Boston's finest right there, baby. I have no idea who this Binghamton kid is. He's lost a game. Looks like they went to an overtime loss, it looks like, maybe. I don't know what that would be, or a shootout. No idea this guy. He's 2-0, though. 1 goal a game average. All right. All righty. Save percentage 967.
I'll turn this off in a minute.
Wow.
But I just want to see if they.
I want to watch the first minute of this. I
am hoping for a fight.
Everybody in that arena is hoping for a fucking brawl.
Like, there used to be a time where hockey players, if they knew everyone wanted one, they would give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know if that's the case anymore. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't know. There's Sydney. There's my boy. There's the king of Pittsburgh
Should have brought
hockey
George
right there.
Rock back, put him in uniform just for this game. How old is he? In his 50s?
Good luck to you. Boom. Just starched motherfuckers back in the 2000s. I love George Rock, dog. So good.
Fight,
So fucking
fight,
good.
fight.
Let's go.
Yes, is a quote unquote MMA show, loosely. Watching hockey, hoping for a fight instead of talking about the MMA fights. That's 100% what's happening. Thank you.
I have goat milk up, so we'll do that here in a hot minute because we don't get any kind of.
Then that's a shit ton of fights. I
do want to talk about the Patty Pimlet fight.
I saw that and I laughed. I legitimately laughed out loud when I saw it. I'm like, did that just because the press conference is going to be hilarious.
It's going to be epic.
I really hope Pimlet gets just floored. I really hope so. I don't know if Chandler has. I don't know. If it happened 2 years ago, I think maybe, but I don't know. Even a year ago, but Chandler hasn't fought in a minute, and
yeah, but still, all right. Here we go. Opening face-off in the finals.
At all.
I mean, no, it's a horrible matchup.
On his feet, he has no shot, and if they wrestle, he's a better wrestler than Patty. And Patty's good on the ground, but he's not a wrestler. I don't think he's gonna beat him on his back. Yeah, I don't think it's a good matchup at all, except for the fact that Chandler's getting old.
Yeah,
fighter old, but he looks great. And every time he fights, even if he loses, even his losses are
defense.
Great. Fight.
I love the founding fathers. That's our guy. It's our coach, the Penguins coach.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Is this a new
Mike
thing?
Sullivan?
What are they going to do this every couple of years, or what are they going to do?
I don't really know what this is going to be, but it's become popular. That's why I'm like, I hope this kind of
like it's a success. I
want to get.
I don't think they're going to stop the season every year for this, but every few years maybe.
Yep, there we go. Oh, keeping them away. Offset, whatever that was. What did Tuchuk get?
Is that guy's name Slavin? Is that his name?
Slavin, probably.
But he's American, so it's I don't know.
What's he slaving over? A hot dish? Fuck yeah! All right, we go again. Do. Nothing right now. Yep, the cycling the puck down is Canada. Canada now really trying to do some puck moving. Get shot on goal. Doesn't look like it. USA playing decent defense right now, and they've got it out, and it's a two-man break.
Get a little chippy, nothing big though.
Getting chippy. The referee is just like, come on, guys. Give your balls a tug. Look at that guy. 61 looks like an old man. A little shoving. It's just fun. They're having a good time. Did you turn it off?
Probably. I'll check it every once
Did
in a while.
you?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
Just I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and watch the whole thing, but I'll watch the end of it when we're done here. But like, I was just hoping for a fight. I'm sure there probably will be one at some point, especially if it's close or if it's not close. You know, someone getting angry that it's not going their way. What's the money line? Minus. Oh, it's a pick 'em.
Well, yeah, they're the two best teams in this tournament.
Well, there's only 4 teams, right?
Again, they're the two best teams in the tournament. They're gods. Gods among men in the world of hockey.
They're hockey players. They're just
best
fellas.
to do it in the world.
Just fellas. Bunch of whites. Just skating around.
Yeah. It's the one thing I think hockey will never kind of
That's not good, man. I watched that. I told you about that Black Ice documentary I watched, and I'm like, oof, I didn't realize that. I knew there wasn't a ton of black players in hockey, but I didn't understand the relationship hockey and black players. It's not great.
Yeah,
I mean, it's better than it was, clearly, but it's not great.
Yeah, I bet as we've evolved, it's gotten a little better, but not by much. Not by much. Even I'll say that.
No, like, they're interviewing like young guys, and the stuff that they go through. Young guys, like 20s, or younger, teenagers, and some. I'm like,
that's what I said. Not by much.
I'm not saying that never happens here, but like I'm like, there's that many stories about. And this is mostly in Canada. These stories, well, they were in Canada, but that's wild. Anyway, fight.
Well, yeah, because Canadians are more racist than us. So it's
just because they haven't caught on to don't do blackface doesn't mean they're bad people. It's just, you know, give them a couple years. I mean, listen, even Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon both did blackface. Okay, they regret it now. They regret it now.
They shouldn't have did it back then.
It is wild that we just kind of let that go for a long, long time until very recently. Like the last 10 years, we were like,
but even then, they've gotten passes. Like they've been swept under the rug still. Like no, people will bring it up, but like
they pulled those 30 Rock episodes. Although that joke was so funny. It's funny because that character is oblivious to the world, and the fact that she thought it was okay was the joke, and obviously it wasn't. So that was like. Everybody freaked out and tried to hide her because she was like it was a funny joke. Because if you watch it out of context, it just it's not good at all. If you watch the show and realize how fucked up that character is, you're like, oh yeah, she's oblivious and she's fucked up, and then she thought that it's
well. I mean, you talk about the Kimmel thing. Kimmel was doing the voice of Karl Malone too, while he was black scenting, while he was fucking doing it. And he was in blackface.
Trying to do the blackface is the worst part. I mean, you're trying to do an impression of someone. You can do an impression of black people, but you don't have look. What's the fucking the impressionist, the guy who does? Oh my gosh, today I'm pissed off.
I was gonna say
Frank
Caliendo.
Caliendo. He does black people, but he doesn't do blackface. Like that's okay to do like an impression, but the blackface isn't okay.
Well, I was going to say Soder's Cat Williams is fucking probably one of the best impressions ever.
Yeah, there's no fight. I'm turning this off. No fight.
Oh, okay. Speaking of fights, yeah, I saw that Joaquin Buckley and Kamaru Usman might be a thing as well
Why are you
for
talking
like
about the might
UFC
be a thing
315.
when they officially announced a bunch of fights? But then the first one you go to is a maybe sort of rumor. Really?
Well, no, I was also going to say the big one though that got announced was today. I sent it to you. Davidson Figueiredo and Corey Sandhagen in Des Moines, Iowa.
They're doing Des Moines, Iowa, and they went to Columbus. Good for Iowa. It's the last time they went to Iowa. So
a while probably.
That's nice. Actually, I didn't realize they're going to Iowa just now. That's nice. But no, I mean they announced 2 title fights, right? They announced Delaman Mendelia, whatever his name is fighting Muhammad because Rakhmanov's out, and then Topuria vacated his title because he's hurt. So Volk is fighting Diego Lopez.
I thought he was moving up in weight. I didn't know he was hurt.
He's actually he might be moving up in weight. I don't know. He might not be hurt. I thought he was moving up in weight.
Well, I thought he was go to 155.
Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe that's what's happening because I thought they had him scheduled to fight somebody again.
I can't.
I don't know. You should probably look it up.
I am looking it up because I thought I read that.
But anyway, you might be right. It's Volkanovski and My Chemical Gritty Dirt Band. Diego Lopez.
Yeah, why? That's going to be an interesting matchup. I mean,
2 years ago,
I think Volk wins that.
Lopez, what? I don't. Not now. I think Volkanovski may have had the rest of his tank has been expelled. I think he may have used it all. Who knows? Maybe not. Hopefully not. But I'd like Lopez a lot, and I think Volk's about done. Maybe not. I mean, his last few fights, it hasn't looked the same. Obviously, I mean, he's fighting great guys, but still, we'll find out. We'll find out how much he has. This will be a good barometer of it, because he's not fighting a guy. He's not fighting Makhachev. You know, Lopez is good. Topuria. So we'll see. We'll see.
This is via Yahoo Sports, by the way. White stated that Topuria feels as if he cemented his legacy at 145, and his body can no longer make the featherweight limit. So he vacated because he realizes he can't do it.
Okay, well that's fine. When are we getting Topuria Makhachev, and is it going to happen in Cleveland?
No, it is not.
No, you're right. It's not.
Buffalo has a better chance.
How about Vegas? I'll take Vegas. Just in a time I can get there because I want to see that real bad.
Islam versus Topuria.
Real bad. Real bad.
Me too. Because who do you think wins that? Like straight up,
Makhachev, but very close.
Really?
You're asking me right now. I'm giving you an answer. I think Makhachev, but still, I don't think anyone can beat Makhachev right now. But it's going to be great.
Yeah, Islam is the truth.
I expect it to be close, but I have a hard time thinking anybody can beat Makhachev. But I think Topuria has the best shot out of anyone. He's the best shot.
Speed alone.
He's the best shot, but the wrestling on Makhachev.
Oh boy,
he's have a hard time.
What if this becomes Tony versus fucking Habib and never happens because of an errant camera fucking camera wire takes out Ilya Topuria.
Okay. Right, another dolly through a bus. Why not? But yeah,
thrown by Conor McGregor.
Let's that was the joke, yes. But let's
well, no, the second time it'll be Conor still. Like he'll just do it again.
Sure.
Just show up coked out.
As he's promoting Roadhouse 2.
And BKFC for some reason. He's just like, I've got steak in BKFC. Earl.
I don't know. I mean, that's one of those fights that if it happens in Vegas, then I'm gonna see if I can make probably, it's the chances are slim. But actually this fight's probably gonna be in Abu Dhabi or some shit because I want to see it so bad. It's gonna be somewhere where I absolutely can't pull it off.
It'll be like the Cayman Islands. This is like the first time they ever do one there. It's like, fuck.
I'm surprised they haven't done like a cruise ship, like with just a bunch of Saudis on it.
It would hopefully be docked because moving, that's never a good thing. I've watched wrestling on a cruise ship videos.
You can anchor it.
It looks wild.
Yeah.
It looks wild with all the wind blowing and shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I would do it in like a ballroom or something. I don't know. No, they fucking build it.
That would be fun.
Like a dome ship. Anyway, so I'm saying if Makhachev Topuria happens this year, how about the end of this year? And how about in Vegas?
Make it happen. International watch. They do it in like International Fight Week at the end of June. That'll be when like they have Topuria versus Islam in the main event for the 155.
I might go to that. If they did that, I might try.
Dude, yeah, Vegas. I would take that whole week off and just go.
That's
Fuck
one
it.
of those ones that like you really want to see, and you it's not the only fight I really want to see, but that's definitely one where it seems like a once in a life. Not although it would probably happen more than once, but it's one of those matchups that you don't get very often with two guys that seem unstoppable with their weight classes, almost a super fight. Although no one is going to be in his division, so you may see it. You may see that
prime of his prime. Both guys prime of their lives.
We may see that fight 3 times.
They're at the height.
If they split it, they'll fight 3 times. I would say at least twice they'll fight.
That'll be awesome.
One at a time.
Fucking so good.
One at a time. But yeah, that'd be pretty great to go see that in Vegas. That'd be sweet. But
that would be.
Whatever.
I need to go back.
We'll start saving your money, Ray.
I am. I've already got a few dates like saved as Google alerts to see if they go down or where they go price wise, and it's later in the year, September, first week of September, November, and October. I'm thinking about going.
There's a week, the first week of September, whatever reason, I get like weird comps at Caesar's Palace. Usually I don't get any at Caesar's Palace, but the first week, not the weekend, but the first week of September on the weekdays, I get comps at Caesar's Palace. I don't know why. It's just that one week, whatever reason. It's the only week I can get Caesar's Palace comps, but I don't know why. But my mother even talked. She's off the next week, the 7th through the whatever. Like her birthday is the 7th. She's off that week, so I don't know. Maybe we'll go back. I don't know. I definitely want to go again, possibly this year. So let me know what you're thinking.
Yeah, I'll look into it, and you did a good job on like pricing and stuff. So I would just
especially with those Caesars comps I get for the rooms, So I mean, it might not be great depending on when we go, especially if you want to go on the weekend. And weekends are not always really great, but we can at least get like the weekday comps, and maybe it'll be a little cheaper.
Yeah,
on the weekend.
I'd take that, and then I'll pay for the Saturday route or the Saturday fee. I don't give a shit. It's gonna be what, $200-300.
It depends on where and when. It's they do a dynamic pricing for everything, so you never know. I've been looking at it about every day. What weeks were you looking? Just take a look right now for the look of it. Maybe do. Pick a week.
September 3rd through the 7th. Check out on the 7th. Obviously.
Let's look at Harris first.
At that point, I would just get
Harris is usually the cheapest.
Watch Harris is like $52. All right.
But the way they show it before the
resort fees, yeah.
But like right now, comp Wednesday, Thursday, Friday $79, Saturday $79, but that would be before the fees. So it's I'll click all the way through and see.
Okay. With fees, it'll probably be like $300.
$43 a night before the fees. 421.
Fuck so you, dude.
It's like $200 for the week. And that's a Harris, which is like probably the worst one, but
Fuck you piece of shit. Fucking resort fees are nuts.
I know they are.
Okay. Oh,
I know they are.
so gross. So gross. So fucking gross.
But that's still like $50 a night a person. So that's
What do you think, by the way? I brought it up earlier. Figueiredo versus Sandhagen. That's going to be a great fucking fight if on the feet. They're going to be boxing the shit out of each other, I think.
yes.
Agreed. Looking at prices now.
Dude, I've been looking every day. It did not stop me when I came back from Vegas. It just made me start looking more.
Well, yeah, that's the addiction.
Which is a problem. Yeah, it's maybe I'll get tired.
And we'll hit up some strip clubs.
Well, that would make me tired of it. I feel like that would cure it. Like, yeah, I need this.
Some Brazilian chick rubbed against me. I'm good.
Flamingo would be about the same too. That's actually a good week. But hold on, what was the
those rooms offend me. Those rooms offend me on a level because they're just so pink.
Not all of them are pink.
Like, I have no problem with pink. Oh, so bad. Although I like the Flamingo. I used to have a good buffet. Haven't had it in a while. It's got to be like $60.
For whatever reason, Caesar's Palace on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of September is comped. So you would get 2 nights comped, and then Friday's 180, and then Saturday's 138 before fees. So it's more, but it's the cheapest you probably ever get to go to.
It's like $600 after fees.
Let me look. Click through.
700.
But it is definitely the cheapest you'd ever get to go to Caesar's Palace, though.
For sure.
Live
like a baller for a minute.
Geesh. Of course it's a little. No, it's more expensive it's like $60 more a night for a second bed, which is shitty. I hate when they do that.
Oh,
so
we can cuddle. It's fine.
So it's like $900 instead of like.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's more than I thought. It's because it's damn. See, they say comp, but then they say, "Well, that's only if you get one bed." It's horse shit.
That makes sense because it would just that makes sense. That's how they get you. That's how they fucking get you, Tim Danko.
Cromwell's not bad either. 152 and 136.
So. I live 3 hours away from Vegas. Wow, that's awesome, actually, because it's like 4. It's usually 4 from LA, right? It's like 4 hours.
Yeah, he moved an hour and a half east-ish.
Nice. East side.
Link's pretty good that weekend too. But all these have comp Wednesday and Thursday are comp, but resort fees. But what was I going to click on? Oh, horseshoe.
The good old horseshoe. The what is the RIA? Oh, on. Let's. I'm gonna look.
Where was it? No, but I mean Harris is definitely the cheapest, but Harris is also the worst. So, but I'd have no problem with the link.
Okay.
Because that's in a good spot, and they say the link's clean and it looks fine. Although Planet Hollywood's not that bad that weekend either.
Hold on, I'm looking here. Hold on. I'm looking at my hotel, Tim, the Fancy Man Hotel. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Believe it or not, first week of September would be 95, and then yeah, 2 people. What? No, don't need that. It'd be like 120 for single bed. Oh God, remodeled queen suite, $333. No.
I'm not staying at the Rio.
Uh,
I mean, I only would if it was like hundreds and hundreds of dollars cheaper. Like it would have to be a lot, like an amount of money that I couldn't say no to. Different, not like 100, 200 less dollars. I'm not gonna stay at the Rio for that. So
I just
look. If you have a Caesars Rewards account, you might be able to get those same comps. So I would just look.
Maybe.
Because a lot of the weekdays are comped in a lot of the cheaper-ish hotels, but like the Link and Flamingo and Harris. Flamingo, I'd have no problem with staying at. In the Link, the only thing I'd stay at Harris. I would stay at Harris if it's a lot much cheaper, but it doesn't look. I watched like a walkthrough video of Harris, and it has very low ceilings. It was strange looking.
Yeah, Harris is kind of. I like playing their blackjack. It's pretty nice. It's like because it's right by like the open doors of Harris.
Dude, we're gonna go see Donny Osmond, dude.
I'm good. I think also Tape Face does a magic show there.
Donny.
Yeah, I think Tape Face does magic there. No, Flamingo has Piff the Magic Dragon. I know that for sure. Which I don't get him at all. I saw a video of him, but I saw him and I'm like,
isn't Wayne Newton still at the Flamingo? I think he is.
I thought he was at the Golden Nugget.
No, I think he's at the Flamingo. Well, he was. I think. Where's Manilow? Somewhere there too. I don't know.
I would go see Barry Manilow. I'm not gonna lie.
Her name was Lola. She was a sugar. Yeah, Berto, looks like you got a pretty good setup there now, though, where you are. So, I mean, yeah, I get it, but you're not that far away. You can always drive back into the city. It's what it is.
A lot less people right now.
Is that an ice joke?
Out.
Is that an ice joke?
No, with the fire.
Oh, that too. Well, the combination of the two.
But the fire is the big reason. There's not a lot of people in LA right now.
Yeah. Listen, eventually everyone's just going to move north because they can't, because the South is going to be obliterated by weather. 2,000 people deported. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, fires only affected rich people, Ray. With the rich people. And the poor people got deported.
And they're the ones fucking up traffic.
Only people who are left are people who make about 80, 90 grand a year. It's only people that are left.
The good people. The people we can trust.
The what? What is that?
We can't trust the rich, Tim. We can't do that.
Really? You're saying we can't trust Elon?
And we can trust him. He's putting shit in space.
Okay. Sure,
at least. Like he's got proof of concept on stuff,
I knew there was going to be a turn there. Hood houses in the
I was watching a clip of Jeff Bezos when he first started like Amazon back in like 96 or whatever.
Okay.
And it was some guy behind a camera. And my first thought was, all that guy had to do was just put his fucking hand just out and just squeeze a little bit, and the world would have been a different place. No fulfillment centers or any of that shit. Fuck Jeff Bezos. Elon, man. You do you, boo-boo.
I mean, listen, Amazon is pretty convenient.
Fuck Amazon.
Although it is one of those places that I feel like a dick every time I shop there, because I know they don't.
Yeah, you should.
For people, great. Same thing with Walmart. Ever since I did a research project in college on Walmart, I feel like an asshole every time I go. But I do it, especially because it's like the main grocery store I go to. But yeah, Walmart is not a great place. At least Amazon still deliver my shit. I have 1 acre pool, 5 rooms, 4. So Roberto, basically, Ray and I are coming to live with you. Is basically what is happening.
You'll be a
well,
yeah, I was about to say we'll build the studio and pay you to
there you go.
use said studio. We'll do it ourselves. We'll get everything set up, and we'll pay you to produce the show. That I think you'll replace Pulse. That's how this goes.
5 rooms, 4 bathrooms. Yeah, dude, we're moving in, dude. Ray and I will share a bathroom, but not a room.
No, well, it depends. I need some money. I'll cuddle with you for a little while.
You snore too much.
I want to actually see if I snore since I've stopped really drinking anymore.
What happened to Pulse?
Don't know what happened to Pulse.
No, we don't know. We hope it's okay. We don't know.
Yeah, we hope he's fine.
Know.
But
I don't know the room at Harris. It might be worth me getting my own room. Honestly, no, it's all right. I can share.
I mean, I would do it. That way, I could at least get some fucking tail on the while I'm out there. You know.
Well, you can. Number one, gross, but also the way you talk about it is so gross. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, just put a scrunchie on the door or whatever. Tube socket. I don't know.
I'll just go to their place because it'll be like a local. So I'll send you addresses.
No.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't touch your bed. I wouldn't probably touch the hotel room unless it was my own.
I'll be down for the whorehouse. I just can't afford it. That's the problem.
I don't know if I can do
$1,500. I think you need to get $1,500. I think.
Like a fat cocktail waitress from fucking El Cortez. That's more my speed. Like,
why do you think they're just fucking all the tourists? They think that's when they took that job.
So, well, sometimes it does happen. I've talked to some women out in Vegas via apps and stuff because I just put on the travel thing and fucking I talk to them and try and set something up.
I thought to myself and laughed to myself when I'm like, wonder how long Ray's going to wait till he gets back on the apps. And then I laughed and thought, wait.
I'm just talking in general. Like, I would do that. If we're going out to Vegas, I'm doing it.
Are you on the apps right now? Okay, so that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Plead the 5th, Your Honor.
No, that's good. Don't incriminate yourself. But my first thought was, wait. There's no fucking way he's waiting. I've known this guy too long. He's not fucking waiting.
Yeah, I am creeping while you're sleeping, everybody. It's your mom's favorite Tinder date right here.
Yeah,
this is
Roberto was telling me that before. He invited Pulse to the Canelo fight in Houston. And he said, I think because of the conflict with Mexicans and African Americans, he Paul, he invited him to Canelo fight, and Pulse like ghosted him. He didn't say anything. He didn't have any.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can vouch that Roberto's real and not a creeper.
Yeah, I've seen his face. I have seen his face, and no Tim was safe the entire time. So
hey man, now that you live 3 hours away, I mean, we'll go to a fight sometime, hopefully.
Fuck yeah!
I wish they would put their schedule out for at least for Vegas a little sooner. You know, I mean, that's if we knew.
Well,
5-6 months in advance.
I always tell people, and I feel like sometimes as a podcast we should do PSAs for fight fans. Always, and I do it constantly, check the local or the athletic commission of whatever state you want to go and see something. 9 times out of 10, they have at least 2 or 3 months in advance up on the calendar of what's going on. So,
yeah,
I mean, Vegas had that.
Also, if you go to, T-Mobile, if you don't know for sure, but you can wean days out by seeing if there's anything else going on on those Saturdays. I showed up with a cooler to a bar in Planet Hollywood. They didn't tell me anything. Yeah, he did. He had a cooler
because that's how they expect it.
Then he's walked in there, and I mean, he didn't open it up, and well, he did open it up to show me what he had, but we weren't drinking outside beverages in the bar. We did in the casino, but we did it in the bar.
yeah.
We at least left the bar area before. Now thinking back, I should have found a different bar. That was probably the loudest. That was the loudest bar in that place. That casino, I like it, but it has a weird vibe. That's like a party vibe, and that's not really my thing.
Well, yeah, it's the Hard Rock, dude, or Planet Hollywood. It's gonna have like sort of
weird. It's kind of weird.
So I like staying at the classics.
Paris. No, I mean I like the hotel, but it yeah, it's weird that it has like at nighttime they just like it gets turned up, but they try to they have a DJ and shit. It's
Fine Pitch sold me shit I didn't ask, but I'm not tripping.
Oh yeah, he said something. Yeah, something about the Dom Perignon. I don't know what happened there. He was trying to tell me, but it was loud in there. He said something about it. It was funny though.
But yeah, I need to go back, dude. Like I want to do more shows when I'm out there. I'm probably booking it like a early afternoon flight so we can sleep in a little bit.
Well, the thing is, you don't have a lot of choices unless you want to spend a lot more money.
True.
I mean, usually it's the morning flight, and then there's like a 10:30-ish flight.
Yeah,
which isn't bad. That's fine. That's not bad. 10:30 isn't bad.
I did 6 a.m. my last time.
That sucks. Like I would love a 2 p.m. If I could sleep all the way through checkout or to max checkout, that'd be amazing.
That would be.
But yeah, 2 p.m. would be sweet. But yeah, 6 a.m. That sounds awful.
I
feel like
it sucked.
Saturday night. You know, I feel like
there was a band playing in the old Masquerade Tower like area where they had the balloons and shit that they used to run through that place over by like the Kiss World, which was closed every time I'd go out. So I assume it opened late. But yeah, the Kiss World was closed when I was there, so I don't know what that was about. But
I wish I could afford to stay at the Cosmo or something. Cosmopolitan seems awesome. It's cool. It's a cool place.
It's fun. Marquis a fucking amazing club. I like that place.
DJ
Pauly D, baby.
I didn't need it to Henry, but I wanted to. That place is open from 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. It's the weirdest hours I've ever heard of any.
That is insane.
Restaurant ever. Yeah, and it's supposed to be like a nice place, but it has this crazy hours. Like, could you imagine working at that place? Everyone's hammered all the time.
Yeah.
It's like a fancy Waffle House. So it would only work in Vegas. Well, there's John F. Kennedy Jr. higher than Elon Musk. Yeah, okay.
Until you hit the shore, that was about it. I still think that was also a fucking inside job.
Which one was that? That was Chappaquiddick? Which one was Chappaquiddick? Bobby? No, which one was Chappaquiddick?
No, Chappaquiddick was the fat one. Fuck. Who was the fat idiot of the family? He was the alcoholic.
The alcoholic?
Like he was always known for it.
The alcoholic. I don't know. Do I have to look it up? I can't remember.
Something.
I'll look it up.
It's like Michael Kennedy or something like it's. I'm probably wrong. Fuck.
Ted.
Yeah, he killed a hooker. Teddy Kennedy. That's right. Here, I'm Ted Kennedy. I'm gonna leave my hooker in the lake like a good boy.
It was a staffer, right?
No, I thought it was a woman. Or somebody was fucking. I think.
I thought it was. Yeah, it was a staffer though. Mary Jo Kopechne. I don't know how to say this. Kopechne.
A bitch had it coming. She didn't know.
Don't say that.
I'm just doing it. I'm doing a character like Mr. Amos does. I mean, it's just because he drank too much and left some broad in a fucking lake to drown for no reason. By the way,
did you see the movie Chappaquiddick?
No,
it's a good movie, but Ed Helms plays like the lawyer.
Oh Jesus.
It's a good movie though. The guy who's one of those guys who's in that thing. I can't think of his name. Chappaquiddick film. Well, Kate Mara plays the woman who gets killed. The daughter of the
As he's driving. As he's driving with that broad, all of a sudden he's like, "You should hear my nephew talk. It's so terrible."
Yeah, she was a campaign strategist.
But wasn't he like tagging her? I thought that he was like tagging her or something like that.
Well, he may have been, but she wasn't a prostitute. She was a.
No, I thought it was something. Okay. Well,
it's
still left a bitch to drown.
I don't know if that's true or not, but
there are rumors, obviously.
What was that guy's? Oh, Jason Clarke. That's the guy's name. The guy who played Ted Kennedy. But yeah, Ed Helms played Joey.
He's dead, isn't he?
Who?
Is Ted Kennedy dead?
I mean, it's a Kennedy, so it's a good
chance. Well, no, he was the one of them that like actually made it to 60.
Yeah, he died in 2009.
Oh, okay.
77.
Yeah, he was one of the rare ones to actually get out.
Yeah,
kind of unscathed. Just a bumbling buffoon. That's all he really was. But he was a Kennedy. He got his world or his pound of flesh.
Listen, W was the bumbling buffoon of the Bush family, and he was the president. So
Well, yeah. The old man was the fucking strategist, dude. Like that guy.
I'm still laughing how bad. Like Jed would lose in primaries. Yeah. Everyone was like, oh, everyone was Jed now. Then he would just get murdered in primaries. Or Jeb. That's what I heard.
Jeb, yeah, but he just didn't have any fucking charisma whatsoever. Like, at least W, you look at him, you're like, he's fucking stupid.
That's all he had. That's all he had. that's all he had.
Oh, hell yeah.
And nothing else.
Talk about a carnival barker. Like, that dude was a fucking...
I mean, it's funny to talk about now. I think it was scary at the time, but although at the time I thought I was, I don't know, never mind. But yeah, that was. But
I thought I was going to get drafted at some point.
Well, luckily they wouldn't have taken me, even if they were going to draft me.
You never know, man. Fucking.
It would be pretty bad for them. Well, number one, we're both aged out. Number one, also. So it'd take a whole lot for us not to be, for us to be drafted. Also, I'm morbidly obese and I have Tourette syndrome. We would have to be getting invaded for me to get.
You would get office work. You'd be fine. They'd put you in filing or something.
Maybe they have me watch the nukes because apparently no one's watching them. So I don't know.
Well, that's all. That's been a thing.
That one made me laugh pretty hard. That they just like. They're cutting these people, and they're like, "Did you cut the nuke people?" Like, we do what? My bad. Where are they? They're on vacation, dude. They said fuck off, and they left. No one can get a hold of them.
Some of that too is malicious compliance.
I read
too.
They couldn't get a hold of them to hire them back. I'm like, that's hilarious. I'm like, what do you mean you can't get a hold of them? None of them. They're not answering the phone. They're just like, fuck you.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's malicious compliance, but you never know.
Never
mind. We shall see. If it becomes a dumpster fire by next year, did you get your 5K check from Elon yet? Not yet, bud. We're waiting for it. I got the text in my Neuralink the other day.
$1 billion. That would be. It's game's tied at 1 in the first, by the way, the hockey game.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you can't give everybody $5,000. That's a lot of. That's almost $2 trillion.
I know. That's why
I'm not holding my breath for that. Is what I'm saying. I'm not holding my breath for $5,000.
I'm kind of.
Although, how much of that $5,000 do you think ends up in Vegas? Not just ours. I'm talking about everyone's. Definitely ours, but not just ours.
Yeah. If I had $5,000, that 4-day trip would be amazing. I'd be eating everywhere that's expensive, over like one expensive place that's like $500 just for me for for a meal. Like I got it. Let's
go
go.
back out again. I mean, I will gladly go eat by myself because I'm not. At least once, I got to go somewhere good because it's.
I'll follow you wherever.
All right, because the difference in like going on a trip, going there once and not eating anything good in the time that we like spent some money and ate. I mean, that made the trip. That food we ate we ate some great places. That's a nacho place, fantastic. And yeah, I'd gladly pay another $150 to eat there. Gladly.
I want to try that place too. That Sinatra's place. See, the way you made it sound, I'm like, I want to try that. And the hats that were cake.
That was good. I'm not even a dessert guy, really, believe it or not, but I liked that. It was cool. Did you ever go to Heart Attack Grill? Yes, John F. Kennedy Jr. Ray dragged my fat ass. Oh, by the way, we're not going back there because I'm getting fucking very close, and I'm definitely not going if I'm over. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this.
I want you Wade, bitch. I want you Wade.
I don't. No, it's not worth the humiliation. Is not worth the free meal that I'm going to get.
The dudes that went up to get Wade behind the bar,
I would cry. I would be crying.
They had no shame. I respected them. They were. I didn't even know them from Adam. One of them hit the 350 mark, and then the other one was like 316. What? But no, yeah, it was fucking the shit. Dude.
I would play it up when I was there, but right afterwards, I would be like, I'd have a bad day. It would not be good. It would be the saddest meal I've ever had. Yes, the saddest meal I've ever had, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I would buy your drinks after that, just because I'm like, you saved us money. Like,
it would take a lot for you to bring my spirits back. You'd have to take me to the whorehouse.
Yeah. I'd call the Bunny Ranch at that point.
I'll only do that if you take me to the whorehouse. Only do that. That's the deal. I will do that and weigh in and be the whole spectacle for you. I'll even let you film it and put it online, but you got to pay for the whore.
Dude, I love fucking the Heart Attack Grill. That is one of my favorite spots in fucking Vegas.
To ever go back there? Zero.
Oh, it's so good. I went with a guy from Boston who's a comic. He met me up there and then went to the Mob Museum afterwards.
I wouldn't mind going to the Mob Museum. I also want to go to that speakeasy where like they don't let you use your phone.
Mm-hmm.
That seems pretty fucking cool.
That's the one where it's kind of like a shitty storefront, but behind it there's like a speakeasy or whatever. Yeah,
and the dress code's like pretty strict too. I forget what you have to wear exactly, but you can't wear you couldn't wear any of your t-shirts and your graphic.
That's fine. Teams. I'd bring a dress shirt and also, a nice pair of dark jeans.
Well, this even Sinatra had a dress code, but like that has a dress code, and you're not allowed to use your phone while you're there. They'll kick you out and take it out. So
yeah,
and they don't have any alcohol that was made after like 1940. So no clear shit. But anyway, it's just but like, it's hard. It's vodka. Like there's about as hard to get a res there as it is some of those restaurants. So, but anyway, that's the kind of cool shit I like to go to when I go somewhere like that. It's places I'm not going to get in Ohio, right? And that's definitely one of them. And those restaurants we went to, the same thing. As much as I don't want to go to the same restaurants every time, I would highly recommend Sinatra and Primal. Those are both great.
Primal looked awesome.
They were both awesome. So.
Since this will be the fifth time I've gone, I'm gonna try and go completely native. Just go to I'm gonna ask around for like local dive bars that aren't dangerous or whatever. Try and just find like the cheap places to get fucked up in Vegas, and then gamble at whatever casino I stay at, and only do like the low limit shit. So I'm gonna try and do as like much with as little as I possibly can. Especially if we get the 5K. We get the 5K. Fuck yeah, baby. Let's go.
Dude, 5K, dude. We're staying at the fucking Aria. Or we can stay at Circus,
top level.
Circus where we're playing in the high limit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Danko is not allowed on this show anymore. He just suggested the worst effing idea I've ever heard.
Dude, you know they said the difference between Rio and Circus Circus is like this much.
Yeah, but I will take that little much over Circus Circus.
You know what? It was funny and not surprising at all. That when you told me like, yeah, Rio was it was decent. It wasn't amazing, but it was decent. I'm like, and Ray talk, that means it must have had a murder in it. Like that's. But what I know about Ray, if Ray's saying like it wasn't great, but it was okay, I'm like, oh shit, it must have been awful. Like that's.
There were some blood stains on the sheets. I'm not gonna lie.
Was there really?
There was like red spots on some of the things. I don't know what it was, but yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I whatever happens in a Vegas, there's so many ghosts. If ghosts exist in Vegas,
I knew sheets. Yeah, every hotel's haunted apparently.
Yeah,
not everyone, but a lot of them. Like horseshoe apparently, and because of the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Jim Norton had a story about Bali.
Maybe you should stay at Fremont then if you want to cheap everything. You should stay at Fremont.
Yeah, Golden Nugget, baby.
Take the fucking D.
I would do the D again. The D has comfortable beds. They were good for knocking boots in.
I just don't think gross. You're such a gross human. Anyway, I just think I don't want to like. Number one, I hate flying so much. I don't want to get on a plane, spend that money, go all the way out there, and then not stay in the Strip. You know, I mean, I'm not.
Well,
especially if then I have to Uber all the way to the Strip every time I want to go to the Strip. I feel like I think it would be kind of a. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know if to say never, but I don't.
You just want a sedentary right in the middle of the goddamn Strip and walk to
Hollywood is
everything.
right snap dag in the right in the middle there, right in the middle. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, all those Caesars properties are in the middle. All of them are in the middle of the Strip. Even Harrah's is a little north, but it's still in the middle. So yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you what, man. We can stay for real cheap if we go the week before Christmas. I don't know why.
I saw that. Like there's some cheap flights too, like week before Christmas. I don't get that at all.
Maybe it's just because people are not spending money then because it's Christmas is the next week, or I mean, because everything's open and normal the week before Christmas, right? Except there'll be Christmas decorations everywhere, but it's not Christmas.
I would
before Christmas.
It's not like it empties out. I mean, it's not like LA.
The week before Thanksgiving is the same way. It's not as cheap as the week before Christmas, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I'm really checking out like the colder winter months out here, and then just doing like 4 days to reset out there. I want to go back so bad.
That's what I just did. And yeah, and I think most likely if I'm still working for my uncle, I could probably go again this year.
Dig. Love it.
So, depending on, I mean, if I wanted to, I could swing it if I was smart and go see Weird Al because I kind of wanted to, but it's in June and that seems kind of soon, and it'd be so hot. That's what summer's. I got a lot of good comps for the summer too because summer is so damn hot.
Yeah, I won't go. I'll go in September. I know it's going to be 108 degrees. It's going to be fucking, hot as shit, but it's
Halloween
usually
week is cheap too. Halloween week is cheap too.
Is it?
I hate Halloween, so I don't know if I want to be in Vegas at Halloween. I mean, I do it.
No.
I fucking hate Halloween.
Or DEF CON. DEF CON, something I learned about that I'll never. I've been looking for the date for the. It's a hacker convention.
Oh Lord!
And yeah, there's a guy Pirate Software that he does like live streams on Twitch and YouTube. He has a ferret channel, so go check that out as well. Where it's like 24, it's like 12 hours of ferrets.
Of course.
But yeah, they were talking about DEF CON and how like any QR code that you see, do not touch that. at all.
I believe it, man. I just recently learned that QR codes can get you. I had no idea. That's rough, man. That's rough.
Yeah. So I don't do QR codes unless it's like my Xbox or my PlayStation 5 or something like that.
A lot of restaurants, that's how they do shit now, is QR codes.
Mm-hmm.
So what if someone fucking sticks a fake one on there?
I do not know.
We haven't figured out how to
Your
defend
life's
against
over?
that yet. We haven't figured out
No.
how to defend against that yet. Are you kidding me? Really?
No. Yeah.
That's wild.
Welcome to the future. There's no privacy anymore, Tim.
Well, I know that much, but like I figured like, yeah, but I don't want my money stolen or my identity. Privacy,
Yeah.
whatever, man. I don't have any. Even the creepiest stuff, I'm not too ashamed of, because a lot of people are a lot worse than me. A whole lot worse. Yeah, stand next to one.
Just by comparison.
Although nope, not ready to talk about that yet.
Huh?
Nope, not ready to talk. It's funny. It's funny. I'm just not ready to talk about it yet. We'll get there.
What, my freak out?
No, it's not you. It's me. Something about me.
Oh, okay. But no, yeah, I want to get back to Vegas so bad, Tim. So bad. Hurts me.
Yeah, man. Well, we'll do it. If we go together, it'll be cheaper. In theory. But like I said, like with these comps, those rooms aren't. I mean, we're talking like $200 after fees. That's fucking cheap as dirt.
Yeah,
for a person, that's cheap. That's $50 a night in Vegas. That's cheap as dirt. Even if it is Harris. But yeah, I'd have no problem with.
I'm excited.
With the Link or Flamingo, or the only reason I don't want to stay at Horseshoe is because I already stayed at Horseshoe. That's the only reason. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
That's just like there's so many hotels. I don't want to stay at the same one every time, or more than once. Really, I liked Planet Hollywood and Horseshoe just fine. Planet Hollywood's better because it had more stuff. It was more convenient than Horseshoe, but Horseshoe was nice. It was fine. Yeah.
The one thing that kind of made me like laugh the most about when I went to Vegas the first time was the view we had. We were right at the Golden Nugget, but we could see the Trump casino right through our window.
It's not a casino; it's just a hotel. But yeah.
It's there. We should stay there.
If it was cheap, I would. But it would have to be cheap. It would have to be the best deal, and it isn't. And it doesn't have a casino, so that's kind of a deal breaker too.
I don't care. I want to see where the thing blew up. I want to stand right where
we can do that.
Trump Hotel, Las Vegas. Trump Hotel, Las Vegas. Let's see how much a night would be.
One soul.
It's all gonna be right there.
Hard pass.
God damn it! Why Trump International Hotel?
One night, 80% of dignity.
I'll give that dignity up. Let's go. You think I care?
Yeah, Ray, yours has been gone for a long time. You don't have any left. You don't have a whole lot left.
Ooh. Okay. Actually, lower than I thought it would be before fees. Suite is $210 a night.
Before fees.
A penthouse suite is $680.
What if we wear red hats when we go in? Do we get the fees waived?
No, we get to stay there for free. I think actually, if you come in with fucking MAGA hat on, it's like
I do know they have a giant Trump store in that hotel. I mean, of course they do, but like they have a Trump merch store.
You shouldn't be surprised by that, dog.
I'm not surprised by it. It's just,
oh man, just breathe. It'll be fine. The world will be okay.
An AOC hotel and casino, like that's the one I'd.
The wake up call is just her yelling at you.
Oh, place just one big Mexican restaurant. Not because she's Hispanic, Ray, but because she used to work at one before she was elected. That was the joke.
No, I got why. No, I understand why. The bartender, the whole thing. I get it. I'm not. It just makes me laugh because it's like she's serving drinks to everybody.
All the bartenders are dressed like her.
Yeah, they're doing that dumb dance she did on the fucking top of that building in Boston or whatever.
I think they're grooming her, dude. I think
They're gonna try.
I think that they know they have to start right now to give someone enough momentum, and I feel like she's probably going to be the one, unless the voters don't go for it. But I think they will, at least the Democratic voters. The Democratic voters will. That's what I'm saying. But for the
I think Newsom is going to get Newsom's next.
Ugh, no one likes that dude.
I know, but that's the problem with the Democratic Party. Nobody likes most Democrats.
Dude, people love Bernie and people voted for Bernie, but super delegates came in and no one understands those. And
I was gonna vote. I voted for Bernie Sanders in like the primaries for that shit.
I'm still mad about the super delegates because I don't understand why he didn't. I don't get it. It doesn't make
because the system didn't want him.
I know
the money.
The voters did. Now, I wonder now, are they pissed now that they didn't pick someone who could have won? Do they piss now?
Probably. But again, the Democratic Party is known to shoot itself in the foot.
You're not going to make the mistake again, you would hope. But by the time in 4 years, Bernie's going to be 100 years old. So,
yeah, he can't do it. Like, I wish he could have. I liked him until recently with the whole fucking RFK back and forth he had. But
I don't trust what RFK is trying to do. I don't, but we'll see.
We'll see what he does.
I mean, just because it's my only option. Waiting and seeing is my only option. So what else?
Watch. All of a sudden, you're like, you lose 200 pounds. And it's just all like through the food stamps and shit. Like they just take processed foods completely out, and you drop like a fucking stone.
If he sent me a box of healthy food for every month for the whole month, I'd eat it. So just do that. Do that.
They're probably working on some programs. Again, he just got in. He's got to work on some shit.
He's not working on anything that's going to cost more money. So,
well, no, you can do it cheaper though.
And
also do it through the farmers.
They thought about getting rid of SNAP at one point, but I think they realized that would be a horrible idea.
It would be, but what they should do is change the way they do SNAP, in my opinion.
They thought about sending people what they call it, the harvest box or something like that. But I don't think it would have given people enough food. That would have been the problem. It would have been. So people would have ran out too quickly. I think that was the problem. With food stamps, people figure out how much they have and how much they can spend and how to spread it out through the month. If you just give someone a box of food, it's now you're portioning food, not money for food. You're portioning food, and that's a problem, right? So, anyway, I think that's a bad idea. Anyway, okay, are we done yet? I want to watch the rest of this hockey game.
Yeah, we can be done. Who you got? Cejudo or Song Yadong?
I think Cejudo might be done. Well, although Yadong's not. I don't get question. I don't know. Let's go with Cejudo.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Yadong just to be contrarian, and we will see you guys Tuesday.
That'd be good. Who's Rob Font fighting now? Oh, some undefeated kid. Jean Matsumoto. Who's Jean? Is it Gene? Who's this dude?
John Matsumoto, yeah.
Oh, also, did you see that they signed Pitbull? Pitbull's fighting somebody.
I did see something about that.
Shoot, what card is that? I forget which card. Let me look. He's fighting. Yeah, you're agree, guys.
In Miami. For 314. That's gonna be a stacked card. Holy shit. dude.
Well, the main event is Lopez Volkanovski, but after that, Chandler Pimblett, Reyes Krylov, Rodriguez Pitbull, Carlos Prates, and Jeff Neal. Yeah, that's a good card.
That's a stacked card.
Berna's fighting Jan Yan. Chase Hooper and Jim Miller. That's fun. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, dude, they're getting the good shit. Like, we're getting good shit now. All right.
Jim Miller and Chase Hooper absolutely has dad fighting his daughter's boyfriend at the barbecue energy. 100%.
What'd you say about my daughter, boy?
Yeah.
You get in the cage that's in the backyard now.
Yeah,
we don't settle this.
The fact that I have that. Oh, and Jacek's fighting Dan Ige and Sean Woodson. Well, that could be a barn burner.
Yeah, wow, dude.
At the bottom of this list. Yeah, that would be a
fire fucking card.
The main event, honestly, at this point, all right, Volkanovski and Lopez. It might be great. It could be great. Chandler Pimblett will be fun. I don't know. The lead up will be fun. How old's Chandler now?
That's one I think we all got to say we wanted to see it.
Oh shit!
Until we got it.
He will be 39 by the time this fight happens.
Boy.
Yes.
But we
just turned 39. And well, Pim was 30. He's older than you think he is. So he just turned.
This is on
he's
on a decent diet. As long as he's on a decent diet, I'm good.
He hasn't fought in a minute. Has anybody checked on Patty Pimblett?
Yeah,
I have to roll him to the weigh-ins.
I was about to say he becomes Violet Beauregard. Like nobody wants that.
What? I believe you.
But all right, folks, we'll see you Tuesday for Bro Plata. As we'll break down UFC Seattle from whence it came. And for everybody's favorite spoon man, Tim Danko, I am the man in the box known as Ray Highclack. Enjoy UFC Seattle, everybody, and have a good night.
I don't like it. Whatever you said, I don't like it. I didn't like it. It's more of a knife guy, honestly. Or Spork man. Spork man